this year at the Kolkata International Festival, and as part of that focus we have as many as 19 films. And this retrospective on Haas comprises 3 films, and this is the first film which is called The Doll. The original title in Polish is Lalka. I was just a few weeks back in Warsaw, and I can tell you that this will take you back to the Warsaw of the 19th century, but the great coincidence is that this film has now been remade, with new visuals, new cast, totally. And when I was in Warsaw, some of the roads were shut down, and I was told that they are basically shooting this film, the remake, which will come out hopefully next year. This movie has been adapted multiple times in the history of Polish cinema because it's based on a very classic work of literature, which really talks different tones, takes you through different tones, different times of Polish society. You get to know a little about the aristocracy, you get to know about the fall of aristocracy, because there was this point in time when Poland as a country had ceased to exist and it was under the Russian occupation. And so this deals with the struggles of, surviving for a national identity, at the same time surviving as an individual, fighting the norms of the time, trying to survive. At the same time, this also takes a very classist approach, as you would see through the journey of the protagonist, that all is not well. At the same time, money is probably the driving force, but sometimes money is just not enough, because there are other things that human societies probably respect more than money. So it's a very complex piece of literature, and in a city like Kolkata, I think one of the reasons why a lot of the films that the Polish Focus features are actually literary adaptations, and because a city like Kolkata truly appreciates literature better than most other cities in India and in the world, and that is the reason why we have started this retrospective with this amazing film. I hope you really enjoy it. Before I leave you with the film, I'll just tell you a few things about Wojciech Haas. Why Wojciech Haas is such an important filmmaker. A lot of you, of course, would have heard of Haas's body of work, but he's really the father of Polish surrealism. So he's the one who started surrealism in Polish cinema. A lot of people say that he takes over where Fellini left. So a lot of his films, which you will see as part of this retrospective, we are starting with The Doll. You will see his magnum opus Saragossa manuscript in the coming days. You will see Hourglass Centenarium. So these are 3 of his finest works, and during his life, Haas had to deal with a lot of issues, political issues. But later on, he came back in a big way, and he was the head of some very important institutions in Poland. So his journey and struggle as an artist is also something we are celebrating as part of this centenary celebration, and we are really thankful to all of you for coming out and supporting not just this particular centenary celebration in form of the retrospective, but the entire Polish Focus so far has been receiving overwhelming response. Last evening we had another classic from 1973 in Desert and Wilderness. We had a full house there, and we are continuing to get great support for all our offerings. So on behalf of Polish Institute and on behalf of Embassy of Poland, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude, and at last but not the least, I would also like to thank the organizers of the Kolkata International Festival for choosing Poland as the country of focus this year. Thank you so much.